Okay, for today's Dr. Mount's Kitchen, I have to give a little background. So my sister Teresa and my brother Danny and I grew up on a farm, and we grew up on a dirt road, so we were real country. And so we ate mainly everything that came off the farm, from the cattle, poultry, and also hogs and pigs and whatever we could find. And we also had gardens that we dealt with and everything else. So, my sister, I have said we grew up on dirt road. My sister is a little more sophisticated than my brother and I. So, anyway, I'm sorry I told that on us. But, yeah, we're country, and we will always be country. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little background. But today we're going to make what my mom calls red-eye gravy. It's also called poor man's gravy, but it's her version of it. So we're going to start that process. Okay, first of all, to make our red-eye gravy, we have to fry up some ham. And so I have some country ham that's kind of made for biscuits you can get in your grocery store. And I have a half a cup of oil. And I actually have vegetable oil, but you could use any other oil just about, or some shortening, but a half a cup of oil. And I'm frying this ham up. What you want is to cover the bottom of the pan with oil and have just a little bit more than covering the bottom of the pan with oil. So it's according to the size of the pan you're using. I have a large skillet here. Okay, that ham is sizzling real well into my Dr. Nutrition friend. I'm so sorry, but this is something I did eat growing up, and I just want to document it for my kids and hopefully my grandkids one day. But anyway, so the ham continues to fry, and I'll be back. Now, taking up my ham, and I'm going to pour my grease into a bowl. So hold tight. So I poured my grease up into a bowl, and now I'm going to add a half a cup of water. And this is going to kind of sizzle a little bit. I'm going to add a half a cup of water to my pan. Going to turn off my eye, and I'm going to let this simmer now for a little bit. And it's going to get all the rest of those ham drippings up, and we're going to pour them in the bowl with the grease, okay? So now I'm going to take this water. I've scraped around with my spatula a little bit, got all the little ham bits up. And I'm going to pour this water in the bowl with the grease that I poured up, like so. Hopefully I can do this, and you'll see that. See all those ham bits and stuff that got in there. So this is Mama's versions of red-eye gravy. Now, some people put coffee in it and things like that. Mama didn't like that, so we didn't grow up doing it that way or eating it that way. So this is Mama's version of red-eye gravy. And so now what I'm going to do is get a biscuit, and I'll plate all this so you can see it. So I've got one of my biscuits, some Mama's biscuits. So look at that episode if you want to make biscuits. I've got the ham. And then what we used to do is we would just spoon the gravy, stir it a little bit, and you would spoon this over your biscuit, like so. And then if you wanted to put your ham in between the biscuit, you could, or you could eat it like this. But this is poor man's version of red-eye gravy, or red-eye gravy, poor man's gravy, every way you want to call it. And yes, we did eat it. And good. And to my nutrition friends again, I know it's not very healthy, so it's not something we should have ever really eaten, but it is something pretty good, and you could treat yourself on occasion. And to my sister, yes, we are country, and that's the way we grew up, my love. Don't forget your roots. Love you much.